This video goes out to not just the JW organization, but to any religious organization that tries to depict the afterlife, right? There should be a disclaimer notice on every picture saying this is just a speculation. I used to always think that, even when I was very young. I say, well, they're drawing pictures like they're confident in knowing how it's going to go down, you know? And when you go back and look at these pictures as an adult, a reasoning adult, you start asking questions, just, small questions like, who's making the clothes that we wear? Who's making the belt buckles that are on belts that are probably in some of the pictures? I don't know. I'm just grabbing at the air. What about running water? Right? Everything seems to lead back to industry, factories and buildings and things that are going to be needed to emulate the pictures that you guys are illustrating, that you guys are drawing, that you guys are mocking up, right? There's and that's going to be the downfall or part of the reason for your already declining members. People are starting to put the pieces together. They're like, in the last video that I saw, well, not video, I actually just saw little clips of it. Shout out to Goat Like Personality, right? He's the one that pointed out that there are now dogs in these pictures. And it makes sense. It makes sense because I'm pretty sure that the society has gotten letters saying, well, what about my dog? If my dog is with me or my cat is with me or my iguana is with me, I'm pretty sure that you're not just going to come into my house, bypass all the humans and slaughter my dog at Armageddon or my parakeet, So it would only be reasonable that they start including your domesticated pets in these pictures. Makes sense. If you're going to get into the mind of, certain things and how and why things are done, then this is no exception. You have to get into the minds of why they would do this. They probably got letters saying, hey, what about Toby? I love Toby very much. And it would make sense because there can be a lot of reasoning and things that enter your subconscious mind, the Jehovah's Witnesses' minds, that this would make sense to start including your pets. I mean, what's the average lifespan of a dog or a cat, right? So you start thinking, you say, okay, well, Toby is about 12 years old in dog years. Typically, this breed has about, 16 years, 12, 16, 4. So, it's reasonable to think, even if it's subconsciously, that Toby is going to be in the new system with us. So this thing is going to happen sooner than later, right? So, that's one. I also saw in the picture that there seem to be steps or some sort of brick, right? You got brick, you got windows, assuming you have running water, you have faucets, you have pipes, right? Whether the pipes are plastic or steel, metal, whatever it is. Now you're talking about industry. Now we're going back to box one, right? So once again, you should have had a disclaimer on these pictures from years back. This is just a fictitious imagination, you know, example of what we can come up in a human capacity. Something to that effect, right? So you say, well, they didn't, they didn't say this is how it's going to be. They said, we don't know. And we're just drawing up stuff. No, they drew it like they were confident that nobody was going to ask questions. Who's making the damn clothes? Because you're not bringing the clothes on your back. Even if you pack a carry-on and carry it on into the new system, that's not going to last, right? Who's picking cotton? I damn sure not, right? You're not going to look at me and say, hey, boy, pick that cotton. No, I'm not doing that, right? So these are things that have to be discussed. You should have just left it at, we don't know. No, we don't know. We don't know, right? As far as me and my brother, the Backroom Channel guy, we were talking about this earlier. We said, he said, once you got to realize this. If you're human, you're going to start doing things that are human, right? If you still have, because I used to always ask this question, and they always used to make, they meaning, family or, wise ones in the congregation. No, you're going to be the same. You're going to be the same. I'm like, that's the worst thing that you can say, that people are going to be the same. You're going to bring that in to this new world, right? In the hopes that year by year, you're just going to get better and better. No, because you're going to punch somebody in the face at some point. There's no way for humans to interact with each other and someone not evoke jealousy, anger, someone say something out of their face, that's inappropriate. There's got to be something. You can't tell me that in the first year of paradise that somebody's not going to get knocked on the ground, that somebody is not going to get pummeled, that somebody is not going to get body slammed. You're not thinking this through. There's a lot of things. I mean, what are you telling me, that we're going to go backwards, right? Now, if that's God's plan, then that's God's plan. I'm not disputing that, not arguing that. But God didn't say anything. You guys did, right? Like, we're going to go backwards. Now people are going to be inconvenienced. Now the things that people are used to, like parasailing, like getting on a yacht or a speedboat or, it's like now we can't do that, right? And if you say, no, we can do that, who's making these things, right? Now we're talking about industry. Now we're talking about factories. Now we have to, make this stuff. We have to manufacture this stuff. Now we have to sell this stuff, right? I'm just like, you should have just left it at what the Bible said. When the Bible said, incorruptible body, they talk about the rivers flowing from, how many rivers that come through the Euphrates or whatever they said. And this, you should have just left it like that. But no, you had to go and add, like you do, your depiction of this. You should have put a wave on it and said, hey, listen, we just winging this right here. This is not actual factual, right? This is fiction. This is just, to basically give you a basic idea of what may be, right? Should have been a waiver, but no, you want to act like this could be something that's true. I saw in one of the pictures, right? It looked like brick. Who's making the bricks? It looked like there was windows. Like, people would have to start going backwards, right? We got up to this point in life to be comfortable, right? To have windows, AC, all of this stuff. Now it's like, oh, I could already hear people complaining. Like, damn, we ain't got no AC. Like, what are they telling us to do now, right? So now y'all would say, well, no, it's going to be perfect weather, right? It's going to be perfect. After what, the 1,000 years? You was better off saying that we came in perfect. That's what you was better off saying. Now you going to give us 1,000 years to get it right? Everybody going to fall off the rope. The tightrope to the 1,000 years, everybody going to fall off. You can't give no 1,000 years. How long we been here? People live up to 80, 90 years old, and you see all the dumb shit that we do in the 90 years. You gonna give us 1,000 years to get up to that? You better hope that's metaphoric. You better hope that every year is really 1 hour, right? So we really, have to do about 1,000 hours to perfection. If you have to do 1,000 years and y'all taking that number literally, everybody's gonna fall off the wagon, right? You better not have no sexual urges, right? Nobody talks about that. Somebody's gonna mess up. You're gonna have a pervert. You're gonna have what are people gonna be doing? Disappearing? As soon as you get a thought, or as soon as you you grab somebody, you're gonna start disappearing. What is? It's so much unanswered questions that you guys attempted to, and you should have left it alone, because now you went out on a limb and you at the end of the branch now. It's gonna snap. It's gonna snap. Y'all gonna fall. That's it. You already started it, now you gotta finish it, right? I know it was in the Bible, but now the lions are eating hay. Right? You got 90-pound lions. Lions are lions because they have a intrusive, demeanor, body, They're going to be living off of hay and grapes. They're going to be 70 pounds, right? What about all the defense mechanisms of animals, right? Porcupines, they got so they're going to be, baldy pines, it's going to be bald porcupines. Now porcupines turn into beavers, because they don't even look like porcupines, right? All the other things that had defenses on them, if you change those defenses, sometimes you change the whole look of the animal. You see what I'm saying? So it's there's a lot of unanswered things, and this is nothing against God. God got it figured out, right? It's y'all that don't, but y'all attempted, and now it's you're gonna be asked questions. People got Google now. Now you got these little kids growing up in this new generation that Googles everything. It's wait a minute, how is that gonna work, right? People are used to getting from New York to Miami in 2 hours on an airplane. And now you got to paddle there, right? Because you can't have if you have a speedboat, now you have to have the engine. Now that had to be manufactured. So now it's going to take you 17 days to get to Miami. You paddling, right? If you survive. These were things that I used to think about when I was really young. I said, maybe we're going to ride on pterodactyls, like the flying dinosaurs, like Avatar, we'll fly on their backs and stuff. It's oh, silly kid, But I was yeah, but that's more feasible than, a speedboat or, a canoe. What are we gonna do? We're gonna ride a canoe to Italy. If we want to go to Italy, that means that pretty much where we are, we have to stay within a certain radius, right? But if everywhere is going to be the same, now that would make sense. It's you don't need to go to Italy. It looks just like where you are right now. Everything looks the same. But then that would be kind of bland, right? There wouldn't be no different terrain, no different,